Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Praveen. So today we are going to discuss about the topic is what is meant by molecular formula and empirical formula, what is the relation, and along with this we will discuss about the some numericals based upon the molecular formula and empirical formula. So if you say the what is meant by molecular formula and empirical formula, mainly difference if you see, molecular formula is nothing but the exact formula, you can call it as a exact formula, you can call it as real formula or exact formula. So this is discuss about the molecular in a given compound, how many number of the atoms of each element is present. So molecular formula is giving the information about how many number of atoms of each element it is present. For example, if you see C6H12O6, so it will give the information about the it containing the 6 carbons, 12 hydrogen, oxygens are 6. So 6 is to 12 is to 6 ratio, carbon, hydrogen and oxygens are presented. This is nothing but what? How many number of atoms of each elements are present. This will give the information. If you see the empirical formula, this is also called as a pseudo formula we are calling. This is called pseudo formula. This means it will give the information, it will give the some number, the simplest or reduced number it will give. Reduced ratio of the atoms in a compound. The simplest or reduced ratio of atoms of each element in a compound. Simple thing only, but here we have to add simplest or reduced number. So the simplest or reduced ratio of atoms of each element in a compound. Simple ratio, if you represented in terms of the simple ratio, that is called empirical formula. If you are represented how many atoms are present, exactly atoms are present, that is called as a molecular formula. So this is what C6H12O6 is the empirical formula, molecular formula, right? Molecular formula. So for example, if you want to make it as a empirical formula, what we have to do? Simplest or reduced ratio. So here 6 common, no? 1. So generally C6H12O6. This is called empirical formula. MF is nothing but the molecular formula. MF is nothing but the molecular formula. So you can see I want the empirical formula. Nothing but if you take the 6 common. So 1 is to 2 is to 1 ratio of the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. CH2O will get. This is called empirical formula. Nothing but what? You are reducing the ratio of each element present in a compound. That is called as simplest or reduced ratio of each element of each atom of element in a given compound. That is called as empirical. If you want to remember very easily, go with the simplest reduced one. So I will take another example, then you can understand very easily. So here I am taking like C6H12. This is called molecular formula. Nothing but what? 6 hydrogen, 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens is presented. I want the empirical formula. Empirical formula is nothing but the ratio, right? Simplest ratio we are taking, right? Reduced form we have to take. So 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens. So 6 1 is 6 2 is. So carbon and hydrogen. So carbons are carbon 1, hydrogen 2, CH2, right? Otherwise you can go with like C6H2, just a simple ratio. 6 1 is 6 2 is. So C1H2. Simplest ratio, empirical formula. Molecular formula is exactly give about the total information, it is how many atoms. So this will give about the exactly whatever the number is present. So if you see the sum of the compound, the molecular formula is similar, empirical formula is similar. It is happened already molecular formula is present in the simple ratio. There is no need to make it as a empirical formula. Empirical formula is nothing but the you are making the molecular formula into a simplest. Already molecular formula is simplest. So no need to make it as a. So that's why in that cases empirical formula is equal to the molecular formula. For example, you can see molecular formula, empirical formula. So you can see NH3. What is this molecular formula? NH3 only. Why? Because 1:3 simple ratio. No need to make it as a simple, no. Molecular formula. Empirical formula no need to make simple. Already it is simple only. Simple ratio. So 1:3. For example, you can see H2O. You are saying one thing. Molecular formula 2:1 only, no. Hydrogen and oxygen. Empirical formula also H2O 2:1 ratio only. Already it is simple only. No need to make it as a simple. Next one you can see that CH4. If you see the CH4 molecular formula, carbon is 1, hydrogen present in 1:2 ratio. If you see empirical formula, same formula CH4 1:4. That means molecular formula is equal to the empirical formula when the molecular formula is present in the simplest ratio. It's already present in the simplest ratio. No need to make it as a simple. Why? Because it's already simple ratio is there. Okay. So what is the relation between the molecular formula and empirical formula? So for example, I am taking the molecular formula C2H6 molecular formula. So from these I have to derive an equation that should give the give information about relation between the molecular formula and empirical formula. Now you can see total atomic mass you can take. How many carbons? Molecular weight you can take. Molecular weight you can take. 2 carbons into C plus molecular weight 6 into hydrogens. So 2 carbon atomic mass or 1 carbon atomic mass is 12. So 2 into 12 plus 16 into 1 is equal, molecular weight is equal 30. So molecular weight is 30 grams. For example, you have it. From this you can make it as an empirical formula. So C2H6 only the nothing but the MF molecular formula. Empirical formula 2 1 0 2 3 0. Nothing but CH3. What is this? Empirical formula. What is its empirical formula? Molecular weight, 1 carbon is there, 12, 3 hydrogen, no, 3 into 1. So total will be like 15. So empirical formula molecular weight is equal 15. So how to make it as equal to 30? Nothing but what? Empirical formula molecular weight, we have to divide with the 2, then only it will be equal, right? Then only you will get the molecular formula is nothing but. So this number we are calling it as a N. So in this case it is got the 15, right? So this number you can take it as a N you can take. So molecular formula is equal empirical formula weight into some number. Maybe here we got the 2, some cases 3. So that's what I have taken as a N I have taken. If you multiply with the N, you can get the empirical formula you can get. Okay. So for example, I want the empirical formula. Molecular formula upon the N you will get. Okay. Simple thing. Okay. We will see the one numerical. So here hydrogen present in the 11.11 percentage. Hydrogen in a given compound, hydrogen present by its mass 11.11 percentage. Oxygen is present 88.89 percentage. In this case, they are asking the empirical formula and molecular formula. They are asking. They have given the composition by its mass. They are asking empirical formula. In this case, we have to remember the number of moles of the concept. Already we have done mole concept. Okay. So last class. So now you find out the number of moles and you can take the ratio. From this you will easily find out the empirical formula or molecular formula. We will easily find out. Now you can see number of moles of the hydrogen given mass by molar mass or molecular mass, molar mass. Okay, this is the number of moles calculation. So how much? 11.11 percentage by mass. It so percentage you can take it as a mass, given mass you can take by out of 100 only. Now what is the molar mass? 1. Number of moles of the hydrogen. Number of moles of the oxygen, how much? 88.89 percentage upon the oxygen atomic weight. 16 it will be there, right? It will be like a 16. If you see simplification, so 5.55 percentage, 5555, 11.11 you will get. These are the number of moles. First we step, we find out the number of moles. First now you take the ratio. Now what we have to do? Highest number of moles divided by the smallest number of moles, you will get the ratio. So for example, here highest is hydrogen. So NH, number of moles of hydrogen upon the number of moles of the oxygen. So 11.11 percentage upon the 5.55 moles. Sorry, moles. So 1, 2. Nothing but 2 by 1. N moles of hydrogen, oxygen is equal to 2 by 1 in the sense hydrogen is 2 moles, 2 ratio, oxygen is 1, nothing but the H2O. This is called as a empirical formula. It is in the simplest ratio. Just now we discussed it. Empirical formula is present in the simple ratio. Automatically molecular formula is also same. So H2O is the same for the empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay. Next you can see another example. So they have given the two compounds. They have given A and B. They have given its molar mass. They have given the molar mass. They have given A having the molar mass is 60, B having the molar mass is 30. They have given. So molecular formula weight they have given. Molecular formula 8 is 150. They have given the 150. 150 they have given. Molecular formula weight, nothing but the weight of the all the atoms present in a molecular formula, are nothing but molecular formula. Okay, molecular weight is nothing but molecular formula weight, molar mass, molecular formula weight. So they are asking about that. Writes it molecular formula and empirical formula. Now they are asking. So what we have to do? We have to take the again number of moles. We have to take the ratio. We have to take. Okay. Now you can see number of moles of the Na. How many? Given mass they didn't give. This is called molar mass. No, just now we have discussed. Given mass by molar mass. Molar mass is 60. Okay. Nb is equal 30. Given mass I can take it as a m. Here also I am taking as a m. From this we have to find out the number of moles we have to find out. So here you can see that here denominator is more. Automatically a number of moles will be like a less number of moles. So less number of moles. Here more number of moles. More number of moles. No. If you do the denominator is less, automatically we will get the number of moles is less. So now we have to do, we have to divide the more number of moles with the less number of moles. More number of moles is nothing but what? Na divided with the Nb, or Nb divided with the, sorry, more number of moles divided with the less number of moles. So more number of moles divided with the less number of moles. Every time we are doing this, if you get the ratio. So more number of moles is nothing but Nb, less number of moles is Na. So Nb upon the Na. Nb is what? M by 30. Na is M by 60. Okay, M by 30, M by 60. So 1:2 they are present is like a 1:3 ratio. 1:3 ratio they are presented. So Nb by Na. Just I have taken the number of moles by the moles. So Nb by Na is presented like a 1:2. So A is 2 moles, B is 1 mole. So formula is A to B. Okay, this is empirical formula. But what they are asking, they are asking about the molecular formula they are asking. So already we know the relation between, this is called empirical formula. Already we know the relation. What is the relation? Empirical formula is equal, sorry, molecular formula is equal empirical formula into n. We know the empirical formula. So empirical molecular weight you can take here 150, you can take here. Empirical formula is how much? A to B into n. You can multiply. So A2, so you will get A to n plus Bn is equal 150. But we know how much A is nothing but the 60, B is nothing but the 30. So 60 into 2n plus 30 into n. So 150. So 60 to 120n plus 30n. So 150n. So 150. So 150 cancel. So n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 in the sense, if you multiply with the 1, you will get same thing only, no? A to B. So molecular formula, empirical formula is similar only. For example, if you get, for example, if you get the here, for example, here get the 300. If they have given the, this they have given the 300. So for example, there you can get the 2 you can get. So that time you have to multiply with the 2. Because why? Because empirical formula, molecular formula is equal empirical formula into n. Okay, now like this you can easily calculate it. So now you can see that another numerical. Like this you can easily calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula. So you can see one compound is there. That compound name is called X. X having the molecular weight is 2.2 grams. X having the molecular weight is 2.2 form. Out of these, sulfur having some percentage, phosphorus having the percentage. So X is a compound having the sulfur and phosphorus. In this, phosphorus is 1.24 grams. They are asking the molecular formula. That means they have given the two details only they have given. X having the molecular weight is equal to 2.2 grams. X having the molecular weight is 2.2 grams. Phosphorus is 1.24 grams. Asking about the empirical formula and molecular formula. Now what we have to do? Same thing. Number of moles you have to calculate it. You have to take the ratio you have to take. Then you will get the simple ratio, that is called empirical formula. From that calculate the from that you can get the molecular formula with it. But problem with here, we know the molar mass 2.2 grams. Molecular weight nothing but phosphorus is also, they have given the mass, given mass by the molar mass. This is like a molar mass. Okay, this is like a molar mass. This is like a given mass. This is X is nothing but the compound X, no? But what about the sulfur? Sulfur how can you get? If you subtract the 2.2 minus 1.24, automatically you will get. So 2.2 minus 1.24 is equal 0.96 gram. Now mass of the sulfur we got, mass of the phosphorus we got. Again the whole story. Number of moles we have to calculate it. So number of moles of the phosphorus, given mass 1.24 by the molar mass. Molar mass how much? 2.2. So 2.2. Next one, sulfur how much? 0.96. Molar mass 2.2. This is nothing but the compound. No, 2.2 is nothing but the compound we are calling. So here if you do the simplification, 1.24 by 2.2, you will get like a, so if you do the simplification, 2 3 is 0.0. Sorry, here molar mass we have to take of phosphorus, we have to take, not this one. Phosphorus, what is the phosphorus? Here it is the 31. Phosphorus atomic mass 31. Sulfur atomic mass we have to take 32, we have to take here. So 1.24 by 31, you will get here 0.04. Here you will get 0.3 will get. This is the number of moles. Again we have to take the ratio we have to take. So ratio in the sense, less number of moles by the whatever the highest number is there, no, you have to divide with the less number. So n number of moles of phosphorus by number of moles of the sulfur. So 0.04 upon the 0.03, nothing but 4 by 3. So phosphorus and the sulfur, this is the ratio, nothing but formula is P4S3. Okay, here we have to take the mass of the phosphorus we have to take. Okay, P4S3 is the thing. Okay, you can see the another one more numerical. Here there are the two oxides are present. Say two oxides. There are the two oxides is present whose molecular formula is MO. It is present 50 percentage. So obviously oxygen is also present 50 percentage. If they are present 50 percentage, atomic weight will be 16 only. Okay, atomic weight is like 16. Molecular formula is MO. This is okay, no problem. Oxide 1, case 1. In the case 2, you can see here also metal and oxygen is present as a metal oxide. Metal and oxygen is present, metal oxide. But ratio here, it is present 40 percentage. How? Allometrically it will present 60 percentage. One it is presented 40 percentage, another present. They are asking a empirical formula. They are asking. So now what we will get? Number of moles of the metal is equal to given mass how much? 40 upon the molar mass. Now we can take oxygen 16. Number of moles of oxygen how much? 16 upon the 16 you can take. So here in these two, which will get the highest number of the moles? Which will get the highest number of the moles? So obviously, whatever the oxygen will oxygen having the highest number of moles. Number of moles more. Number of moles less. So automatically it is having the less number of moles divided by the less number of moles. So nothing but number of moles of oxygen, number of moles of the metal we have to take. Okay, so you can take 60 upon the 16 upon the 40 upon the 16. 16 60 gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled, 2 2 0, 2 3 0. So 3 by 2, 3 by 2 it is presented. So 3 by 2 is presented in the sense oxygen 3, metal is 2. So M2O3 is the formula. Like this you can easily calculate it. Okay, you can see the one more numerical. When a compound, if they have taken the one compound, if they are analyzing, after analysis they got the sodium, oxygen, carbon are presented. So they have given the ratio how much they have presented also. 43.4 percentage it is present. Oxygen is present 45 percentage it is present. Carbon is present 11.2 percentage it is presented. They are asking about the formula. They are asking what is the molecular formula. They are asking simple thing. First of all, we have to calculate the number of moles. So number of moles of sodium is equal how much mass percentage you can take, no, as a by mass it is only present. So 43.4 percentage. What is it molar mass? Sodium atomic weight 23. Next one, number of moles of the oxygen 45 by 16. 16 is the oxygen atomic mass. Number of moles of the carbon how much? 11.2 percentage by the 12 it is presented, right? So here if you do simplification you will get 0.94. You will get here present 45 by 16. If you do the simplification you will get 2.82. You will get here you will get 23 plus 1. So you will get 1.88. You will get. We have got the ratios we have got. So what we have to take? Highest ratio by the least ratio. Whatever we are taking the least ratio we have to divide it. Nothing but sodium. How much sodium? 1.88 sodium upon the 0.94. Oxygen how much? 2.82 by the 0.94. Carbon how much? 0.94 upon the 0.94. Before also we used to do same thing only, but before we have taken only two elements, but here three elements are presented. So it will comes like here 2 ratio, it is 3, it is 1, nothing but Na2O3C. So nothing but formula is Na2CO3. Like this we will find. These are the important. Okay. Now, so thank you for watching this video. Next video also I will continue with the some basic concepts of principle of the class 11. So thank you for watching.